What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. I am here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I am a freelance sports reporter based out of upstate New York here and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a very special guest that's coming on with me today. She is a Bellator MMA ring girl. She's also done some stuff with CES, but basically she's been around the fight game for a few years, and she's been doing her thing as a model as well. We're going to talk to Sophia Halidis. And we're going to talk to her about her why of getting into sports, as getting into as a ring girl. And we're also going to talk to her about her why into modeling as well. So without any further ado, Sophia, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I certainly appreciate you coming
Of
on. It's absolutely
course.
a treat to have you on here for sure. Um, My first question to you is the same as it always is to every guest that comes on here. And that is, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models, any inspirations growing up? But ultimately, what led you into a career of modeling, but also getting into the sports game?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been years of this now, but I honestly, now that I'm older, I kind of understand my why and why I've been doing it for so long. High school, I wasn't really like trying to do sports or anything like that. I never really tried hard. My parents owned restaurants, so they didn't really push
Mm,
me with the sports much. So,
okay.
um, it was like not my thing, but I always wanted it to be my thing. Like I always wanted to play sports. I just wasn't like confident enough and didn't really know much about it because it wasn't in my childhood. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Um, Even though my father was a professional soccer player and he was a black belt in judo by like
Mm,
17. So it was in the blood. We just never spoke about it because we were always busy working. We're Greek, so you know.
okay,
And
okay.
then I went to work at the casino here in Connecticut, Foxwoods, at
Mm,
18, and I started bartending, and that's when I started getting like scouted behind the bar. People were coming in, they're like, "You should there's local fights in Rhode Island and the casinos that we always do. You should like be a ring girl." I didn't even know what that was, so I was just like, "What is that?" And
right,
they're like,
right.
"The fighters, they're like fighters in a cage." And so I went to my first show in Rhode Island, Lincoln, Rhode Island with CES,
Hmm.
and that was it. But I started with boxing and then they moved me to MMA, so I got to like do both of it in a year.
Okay.
So
Mm,
yeah,
that's
and then I loved it. So
That's what's up. I love that. I love now. I did read that you grew up in Connecticut, right?
yeah, that's where I live. Yep.
Got you, got you. So tell me, what restaurants did your family own? Because I ain't never been to Connecticut, and I don't know if they still own them, but I definitely wouldn't mind coming through and supporting the business.
Yeah, I mean, I own my own restaurant now with my
Oh,
mother, but my mom and I own a restaurant in Niantic, Connecticut. It's called Family Pizza. But like
mm,
my parents have owned pizza restaurants my whole life. So it's I've been in like the business with them forever,
okay,
but
okay. I
I
might have
did.
to fly through,
Yeah,
Sophia.
you
I
have
might
to
have
come.
to.
I've had it for 5 years now. It was in the family though. It was my uncle's and then we bought it off of them. So it's always been a family restaurant.
Okay, got you. Now you also said that you was at Foxwoods and you said you bartended. Can I ask you, what is your favorite drink to make as a bartender?
Oh, it's been so long. Um I used to make like a lot of Manhattans for all the gambling, like the poker players and stuff.
Oh
We
yeah.
would make Manhattans, French 75. Like I made all the martinis. I used to do all the private events. I had the
Okay.
UFC when they came in at High Rollers. I was a bartender over there for them. So that I
Mm-hmm.
got to meet like all these people before I was in the game. Like I met Chuck Liddell, I saw Dana White. I like met like I started seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
and then once I got in the game and like started working, I was like, oh, I like this sport. And then doing it so much, I was like, this is my sport. I found it. I found my niche that I always wanted in high school. Like even though I don't fight, like this is my sport. I really really like being part of it. It was just my thing. So
No, I feel that. I like that. I do.
yeah.
I wanna ask you this next question, and that is, did you go to college, or did you attend school, or did you kind of skip that?
I went to beauty school in Rhode Island for like
Oh, okay.
esthetician. I got my license, but I started working at Fox was at 18. I mean, the minute I graduated, I went to work.
Okay, you went to
So
work. I got you.
yeah, it's all
Let
good.
me
I
ask
bought my
you
own
about the
business.
let me ask you about the modeling though, because I wanna ask you like because you got into the ring girl. We'll get back to that for sure. But I'm intrigued also. Like, how did you get discovered to do modeling? Because that's something that you kind of still do on the side too, right?
Yeah, the casino. I started
Yeah,
doing all the commercials for them. I did a commercial with Big Papi at Shrine. I was doing all like their advertisement, all like Bravo came in once. I was the server and I just like the casino. I started doing like a lot of modeling with them and it just and then the MMA stuff started happening and the MMA took me to modeling for boutiques and brands and social media and all that. Still working on it. Yeah.
absolutely. That's what's up. I love that,
Yeah.
Sophia. I love that. For the average person that doesn't, or for the average person that doesn't know how to get into that, how would you suggest that someone become a ring girl or something like that? We're holding the signs up, walking around, like you said, you got into boxing, then you kind of switched over to UFC fighting. But I mean, it ain't like you going into Burger King and applying for an application or going into Walmart like that. You know what I mean? So like, how does one become a ring girl if someone was interested in doing that?
I started like with social media. Like I started watching Bellator, like kind of everything they were doing, what they were about,
Hmm.
their fighters, like a lot of TV, a lot of social media. So, following
Yeah,
them and then commenting on their stuff and then kind of DMing them and reaching out and like just making it part of your journey is what I did. Like I was always like watching the fights on the weekends. I was following them on social media. I knew who was a good fighter, all that. It was kind of like part of your world. Once you want something, you make it part of your world. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I just was studying it and then I kind of obviously I got scouted so it was a little easier for me,
Hmm.
like someone came to me, but for someone that wants to do it, I mean, take photos of yourself, market yourself, do your makeup, your hair, take the pictures, and just start DMing and marketing and sending people in the world. That's what I was doing with Bellator. Like anyone I knew that loved the MMA or was in the gyms around here or anything, I was like reaching out, like, do you know anyone? Do you know anyone? And then eventually I did get a contact. So I was pushing it.
I got you. You
Yeah.
was hustling. You
Yeah.
was hustling, girl. I love
I was
that. I love that.
hustling. I'm still hustling.
Yeah, right, right. You doing it. I love that. I want to ask this bonus question before I get to some favorite questions.
Yeah.
There's a homegirl of mine that I just ran into at the Super Bowl. That does PFL, I believe, and she does
Yeah.
MMA,
Mhm.
Bellator. Her name is Carissa. Carissa McKee. Have you ever heard of her?
What was the first name?
Carissa.
Maybe I've met her along the way. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's like
Uh,
a reporter. She's interviews a lot of like fighters, and she's based out of Charlotte now. That's where
mhm.
she's at now. But I think y'all will probably be pretty cool if y'all linked up together for
Yeah, we
sure.
should connect.
Absolutely, because she's dope. She's dope, and she's somebody who I've known for a while. She's also been on my podcast as well. Like I
Yeah.
said, I ran into her at the Super Bowl when we were both covering it. So, and she's heavy into UFC, no question about that. So,
Oh yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna have to talk to her. Yeah, because that's the thing with like when I was signed with Bellator, like it wasn't even just about the ring girls. Like I made friends with everybody, the audio people, the
right,
videographers, all the
right.
producers. Like there's so much into it. And you meet so many people. Like Burt Watson became one of my best friends. He worked, with like Frazier, all the fighters, the boxers. He was their
Hmm.
managers. He was one of my best friends, and he would help all the fighters but I would stand on stage with him. So like I met so many people, Big John, McCarthy, like, just being part of the industry. It's
Okay,
fun.
all right, that's what's up. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Now, let me ask you some favorite questions, and I just want you to give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions, okay? So here we
Mhm.
go. Let's rock out. Favorite
Okay.
meal that you like to cook?
I like to cook. We cook a lot of Italian because I'm marrying a Paisan.
Okay.
A lot of
Oh man.
pasta.
Oh man. Listen, we about to be besties, girl. I'm trying to tell you
He
something
loves
right now.
pasta.
I love Italian food. That's my number one thing. Number two,
Yeah.
which is a close number two, is Mexican. But I
Ooh,
love
I
some
like that.
Italian food. Well, now when
Yeah.
you say Italian, are we talking Alfredo? We talking rigatoni? We talking ziti?
Pasta
Well,
vodka. Yeah, pasta vodka. Clams and linguine, like everything I make for him. So
do
all
you
the
do
good
you make
stuff.
your own sauce? Do you make your own sauce?
Yeah, yeah. I own a
Okay.
restaurant, of course. I know how to make my own sauce.
Hey, yo, I gotta listen. I gotta ask these questions. These are viable
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm checking them off the list, and listen, I'm blushing right now. You just can't tell because of the pigmentation. You just can't tell. So here we go. Let's get ready to rock. Um, favorite concert you've ever attended?
Oh my God, Coldplay. It was so damn good. It was just like the atmosphere. You would never
Mm-hmm.
think I would say that. I
Mm-hmm.
went to this damn concert at Gillette Stadium and the lights, and I was like, wow, this is one of the most amazing concerts I've ever been to in my life. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to say Coldplay. That was one of the top.
Lord have mercy.
I know. I know.
Ever since that doggone picture came out, they've
I
been just
know.
absolutely just crazy on social
Crazy.
media for sure. But
A damn
I
good
have
concert.
they do have a great concert though. I got a chance
Yeah.
to see them in Atlanta, Georgia when I
Yeah.
lived there. They're one of my favorite bands, no question about it. Chris
Yeah,
Martin
they're
is
good.
really good and I like them. Okay, this what's up. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Hawaii with Bellator. Oh my God.
Mm,
Hawaii
mm,
was so nice. The people that are from there and just like, oh, everyone's just so kind, big family. Like
mm.
Greeks, like we love our family, big family values out there. And it's just beautiful. Beaches everywhere. I love the beach. So I loved Hawaii. That was top for sure.
Okay, now are we talking Honolulu? We talking Maui? We talking what
With
we talk? What part?
Bellator, we only did like Honolulu, but I like had a car, so I would go like an hour out of Honolulu and see
Hmm.
things. So I
Hmm.
haven't experienced all of it yet. I want to go back like ASAP. But
Hey,
Honolulu,
you
yeah,
might have to tell the hubby, hey, honeymoon, Hawaii, a little something,
I know.
something. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
working
That's it.
on going.
No doubt, no doubt. That's what's up. Okay, I love that. I would say my favorite place, Sophia, is Jamaica.
I haven't
Jamaica.
been.
So don't worry about it. Hit me up. I'll give you some recs. No, don't worry about that. Because I was gonna ask you about Greece. I was gonna ask you
Oh
about
yeah.
Greece. I'm sure you probably have went there. And I
Mm.
am very intrigued to go to Greece. I missed my opportunity last year because I actually had a friend that was actually on Deal or No Deal with Howie Mandel that actually
Oh
invited me to
cool.
go.
Oh,
But ended up getting sick, so I had to postpone that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do
oh,
it for 26. I'm gonna do it for 26 then, because
you gotta
I want to
go.
try some authentic Greek food. And how do you pronounce it? Is it gyro or gyro?
Yira.
Hold
Yira.
on, say that. Say that again.
Yira.
The way you
Yira.
say it, yo, I like that. I like the way you
Well,
say it.
I speak Greek too, so
Right, right, right.
yeah.
Well, all I speak is black. That's it. That's it. That's all I speak. That's about
It's
it.
so
But
fun. When they call on the phone to order it at my restaurant, I just repeat it back in the way it is, and they're all like messed up after I said. They're like, "What? Yeah, that we want that." I was like, "All right,
okay,
we're Greek
okay.
here. Don't worry."
Yeah, the chicken ones is off the chain. So I love me some chicken ones in a wrap. That's so good. So like I said, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
hit you up for Rex for Greece. You can hit me up with some
for
Rex in
sure.
Jamaica, and I'll let you know.
Yes.
Jamaica's beautiful, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I can't
Um,
wait to try food.
absolutely. The jerk chicken and the rice, you'll
Oh,
love it there. There's no question.
I love it.
I am a sports person, so
Mm,
I'm gonna ask you a two-part sports question. So here we go.
okay,
Favorite sport you like to watch on TV, favorite sport you like to attend in person. They could be the same sport.
MMA. That's my thing. That's all I like.
I love it.
I
I
only
love it.
So, like, I would be down to go to football games too, though, because my man he played college football and all that stuff. So that was his thing. We met in high school. He was a football player. He played for Stony Brook in Long Island college football, and then he
Mm-hmm.
got to work out with the Jets and stuff. So football is his thing, and MMA is my thing. So I like the MMA shows. I love going to that, but I also would go to a football game.
I
So
already like them already because football's my thing too. So no doubt,
yeah,
I love me football. There's no doubt, and basketball too. Those are probably my two
yeah,
favorite sports, for sure. But I am an MMA fan. Iceman,
mhm,
which you already said his name, Chuck Liddell was one of my
yeah.
favorites. Um, Georges St. Pierre was one of my favorites as well. I would say more recent. I'm a huge Nunez. Amanda Nunez was my girl.
Oh
I love
yeah,
love
she's
Nunez.
great.
No question.
Yeah.
Um, Now, as much as now, it's tough because I don't. Most of the people that I liked are gone, but I do like
Hmm.
Adesanya. I like Adesanya. He's
Yeah.
okay. Um, but it's tough because a lot of people that I loved are now either retired or they have left the
Yeah.
game for sure. But yeah, no doubt about that. I'm a huge MMA fan for sure and boxing fan too, which we have a huge fight coming up in about 11 days
Yeah.
with Lo and Bud. Who do you got in that fight?
I have no idea. I need to like focus and like see like some of their past fights and stuff. I'm not sure. I mean, like last time the Tyson and I thought he was gonna win. So I don't know. I don't know. It's anyone's
Mm.
game, right?
It really is close. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give Bud a little bit of an advantage because I think he's a
Yeah.
better boxer, but Canelo might have him on the weight because Bud had to move up a couple
Yeah.
classes to get to Canelo's weight, to where he was. So I'm
You're
gonna
always
give.
surprised. You don't know.
You just never know,
Yeah.
but I will be tuned in. That's for sure. September 13th when it comes on for sure, no doubt. And also, I loved your
Yes.
answer by the way. Loved your answer for the sports. Now, my last question for the favorites is going to be favorite restaurant that you like to eat out at outside of your own, of course.
Oh, I love like ramen. I love
Mm.
ramen. So a lot of like the Thai restaurants we go around here and we get some ramen soup with like the noodles and oh, it's so good. And we love sushi. So we always go to sushi restaurants and stuff like that too around like Mystic, Connecticut and this area. Really good stuff.
So let me ask you, how far are you from like the Connecticut Sun or the Yukon, like those sports franchises, like
Oh,
Stores Connecticut?
so for Yukon, I'm like maybe 30 minutes and then when they do the shows in Mohegan, I'm like 15 minutes.
Oh, you
Mohegan Sun.
close.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, so listen, when I do come out there, I'm
Mhm.
definitely going to try your restaurant. There's no question about that.
Yes.
Say family, say hello to you, and then I don't know about the ramen spot because Thai is spicy, and spice ain't nice with this backside. It just ain't
Yeah,
nice with.
I like the
But
spice.
well, hot sauce is good. I'm a hot sauce kind
Yeah,
of person.
me
I
too.
mean, but Thai's a little different. That's a little different animal. But fun fact, I've never had sushi before.
Oh, I love sushi.
Yeah, I've never
Gotta
had
try
it.
it.
Mm. Here's the thing, though, Sophia. There's hot, there's like cooked. I mean, and
Mhm.
there's cold. There's like uncooked or raw. So I don't
Yeah,
know which one to choose first.
I always get like the crab, like the kani rolls and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not really a tuna fan or anything like that, so I'll do like shrimp or I'll do the salmon, but you
Okay.
gotta try it. See, we do a
o-
lot of seafood down here too, though, because we're by the water, so we eat a lot of like oysters and mussels and lobster down this way too. We
Okay.
do that in the
Well, look,
summer.
I feel that, the lobster part I can get down with. Now the oysters
Mhm.
part, when I tried them in Baltimore. I'm gonna tell you this. I tried that in Bmore, and I was like,
Oh,
yo, this tastes like shit. Let's just move on. This is
it's
so bad.
different. They
It was
but Baltimore, they got the best crabs out there. The
they
best.
okay. No, you're right. You're right about that, and they should
Yeah.
because Baltimore's known for their crab cakes.
Blue
They know
crab, yeah. So
no
good. The
doubt.
best I ever had out there.
Okay. Well, like I said, when I do touch down up in Connecticut, which I will, because like I said, I've never
Yeah.
been there. That's a state that definitely would like to see. I'm gonna definitely say what's up to you and hubby and the friends as well. So no doubt. All right. So that's what's up.
What part of New York are you in?
Syracuse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cuz my family live in Bay Ridge in Brooklyn, so I go out to Brooklyn all the time.
I do have family
Yeah.
in Brooklyn. I do have family
Yeah.
in Brooklyn there. So I'm very, very. Oh, so you're familiar with New York too?
Oh, we go to New York all the time. We're 2 hours. I'm either New York or Boston. I'm in the middle, but I'm mostly in New York.
Okay,
Friends,
so
family there.
let me ask you: do you like street meat?
Oh yeah. I'm eating whatever. Like I like to try it all. But yeah,
Yo,
I've had a couple of the trucks. I've had a couple of the trucks outside eating out there.
Okay. So I asked everybody who's kind of affiliate of New York on my podcast about street meat because the first time that I ever went to New York City, I was like
Hmm.
I was on a mega bus, number one. Cause I ain't have a whip at that point in time. And then when I got off,
Yeah.
there was this dude on the side with a cart talking about, "Do you want some street meat?" Now, mind you, I grew up on the West Coast, and I also came from Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I went to school and got my undergrad. So I don't
Hmm.
know a damn thing about street meat. And I got a brother asking me at 2, 3 something in the morning about street meat, and I'm like, "Yo, man, fam, it is not that kind of party, bro. Like, I don't know what you
No.
talking about." Street meat. So I'm thinking it's some code for some shit that he talking about. And I'm like, no, no, no. He's like, no, man, for real. Street meat, I'll put the white sauce on it. I'll put all that. I'm like, white sauce? Like, what is you talking about, bro? Ain't no skillet back there. What you, it's 2, 3 in the morning. What you, what is you saying?
They don't
Oh,
play.
right, right. Nah, I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, bro, I'm good. Now, the next time I went and visited some family, and I had a friend there named Titus. He was my boy that went to college with me. He was out there in New York. He actually took me over to a cart in the morning time. He said, "Chris, you got to
Mhm.
try this. Try this street meat." I was like, "Okay, cool." He said, "Try it with the white sauce," and I was like, "Damn, this shit pretty good. This is pretty
It's
good. This
good,
some."
right? Especially at 2 in the morning.
That's what they say too. They say at 2 in the morning it's really good. Like people getting out of
Yeah.
clubs, bars. That's when there's perfect time to go get it. That's what they say. But I ain't
I
tried it
love
at that
it.
time frame yet. But I will be back in New York City. But again, I'll have to hit you up if we ever there at the same time. That'd be dope. I'll be back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we like to go out there, so.
That's what's up. I love it. Now, this next question has to do with I want you to tell me the day-to-day operations of a ring girl. Like I know what you talked about getting into the business, but it's always fascinating to hear about what goes on in a typical match day for a ring girl. It's not just walking around the ring. It's not just being somebody who's holding up cards, somebody who's very
Mhm.
beautiful like you are, obviously. No question about that. But I'm sure there's some things behind the scenes that you have to do to prepare yourself as well to be a ring girl. So give me a match, like a match day, what day to day operations is, but also give me like when it's like when you're not doing a match and it might be like the off season. Like what kind of
Yeah.
things you doing on a day to day basis?
Well, I could tell you, like, so right now, like, I'm kind of off season. I'm doing shows here and there for bare knuckle and LFA MMA. I don't know if you're familiar with bare knuckle, but it's like it's up there right now, like big time. And they're actually out of Philly too.
Okay.
Um, so in between where I'm not busy like that, I'm always in the gym. Like I have my own trainer, one on one. I'm there 5, 6 days with him. So working out is like number one for me. Um, I'm blessed where I can eat whatever the hell I want, so I don't really have to worry about the dining, like eating stuff. So I just eat whatever I want. But really, for me right now is working out. Uh, just keeping my maintenance up. Like I don't know, off season is just like it's kind of boring. That's why I like go go go.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, like when I traveled, what it was like. I would like jump on an airplane. Say a fight was on a Friday, I would
Right.
jump on an airplane on a Wednesday, get on the plane. I had a driver pick me up. They would bring me to the hotel. I usually would fly in late just because I would try to get as much. I do have a business here, so I had to like get as much done. And then I would go in late, land, get picked up, go to the hotel, kind of unpack, eat something, and then I would go to bed. The next day would be weigh-ins, which would be like a Thursday.
Okay.
I would get hit the gym. All of us. I mean the fighters, the ring girls, even the managers, all of it, like all of us were in the gym. That's why like I know what it's like. They're practicing and how they train and stuff. It is not easy. Or in like cutting weight. Oh my god, it's a lot.
Right.
Um and they would go early in the morning. They would have their first weigh in. So then I knew like kind of the timing, so I would kind of go after, so I had more more space in the gym, you know? So I was sleeping a little bit. So I would work out, get coffee, get breakfast, and then it was like go time, showering, hair done, makeup, yada yada, get picked up. go to the weigh-ins, do the weigh-ins, and then after weigh-ins we would have free time. So it was nice. We got to like market and talk to everybody and have dinner with everybody and go see things and have drinks and just like kind of just hang out with the team. And then we would go back and then for fight day, same thing, work out, get ready, get picked up, and then we were at the fights for like maybe 6 hours, 7 hours. And they would always feed us before. We had catering, but I would always like eat at the hotel, like real quick, just in case. Get to the fight. They would show us in the back, like kind of where everything is, where we get ready. We would eat with everybody. They had catering, do the fights. I mean, the ring girls, we have to do from the start to the last. There's no breaks for us.
Wow.
So, and then at the end, like at the end, usually 11, 11:30, wherever we were in the West Coast a lot. They would give us pizza after. And then I would sleep, and literally all of us, we would all do really early flights because I lived in the East Coast, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
was on a plane at like 6 in the morning heading back. So it was,
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand that because you talking West Coast and that time difference, you probably getting over here like
Oh,
2, 3 in the afternoon.
yeah. I was
Right.
so tired at the end of the night because like it's 11 there, but it's like 2 at home. So
Right.
everybody was good. I was like a little, with the timing was always a little messy for me, but I made it through.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I really love that perspective because I want to add some follow ups to that because it's like,
Hmm.
okay, the one thing that I didn't realize um is that the breaks part. Because
Yeah.
number one is like, man, okay, you would think like maybe in between fights y'all can get breaks because it's an undercard, then it's the kind of the pre-main, and then it's the main event. So
Hmm.
those typical pay-per-views or those typical fights, they go for about 5, 6, 7 hours. They
Yeah.
go like that. Now you mentioned also about ring girls. How many ring girls are typically on a match card?
With Bellator, we only had the two of us. It was me and Luis, who's from England. But she was here, so we were doing all the fights together. But before that, I was doing it all by myself because she wasn't here yet. It was like after COVID and all these stuff. So I was really pulling through myself doing all the fights, but then
Mhm.
she finally came. So usually Bellator was the two of us. With bare knuckle, it was just the two of us so far that I've done, but I've also seen them have like 4 or 5 girls. UFC always has 4 or 5 girls. So PFL always had 2 girls. So it
Yep.
kind of every company's like different.
Okay.
But I like it. I like having someone.
Yeah. Right. Now I did see a couple of YouTube videos where you and Luis was on the red carpet. Both of y'all looked absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. Hoping to have Luis on this podcast as well at some point. That'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess you guys were getting asked the questions of the Ring Girl nominee of the year
Mhm.
from someone. And I wanna know, is that a goal of yours to win that, or have you, or is that was that a goal as you was getting into the business for you to win that kind of award?
I mean, who would say no? You know? Who would say no?
Sure,
If I
sure.
could get there, I mean, listen, it's hard work. I've been doing this for years, and you're always trying to find a home and a place. Like, Bellator sold. So
Yep.
that was it's been a hard pill for me to swallow for like 2 years over that, just because like I finally got my foot in and I was like stable and I was traveling and I was just so used to my routine with them, and then they sold, and I made friends and family over there. So it's like been tough since they sold, and I kind of have been trying to find like my place where to go. I've been really enjoying bare knuckle though. I have a lot of fun there. But I've been only really doing like some East Coast shows. I haven't been able to get to the full-time thing yet. So I know that there's a place for me. I'm just trying to figure out. MMA is always in my heart, so like I wouldn't mind going to UFC. That would be freaking awesome. And I
Right.
really like Dana White, and I like what he's about. So, and he's a Boston guy. So,
Listen, anybody that's talked to you, and I've talked to you for the past 20 some minutes, they know you got
yeah.
those accent, girl. You down with the East Coast. They know you East
Oh,
Coast
I'm East
representative.
Coast. Yeah, I'm East
No
Coast.
doubt.
But I love the West Coast. Don't like I love my best of the friends that I've ever made from MMA are all live in California, and I miss them all the time. So, they're great friends.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
well that's where I grew up. California. So
Oh yeah.
definitely affinity for that. San Diego, to be exact, is my
Oh,
hometown.
we
So,
went there. We went there a lot. Love
hmm
San Diego.
girl, we got a lot of ties. I'm realizing we got a lot of
I
ties between.
know.
Love
If it
that. That's
wasn't
what's
for
up.
Bellator though, I would have never saw all these states and all these places. Like I was the USA chick, so like I got to see like Chicago. I was always in Atlanta airport. That was like my main airport.
Oh yeah.
But I never got to see it. Chicago, California all the time. San Jose, San Diego. I did LA.
Yep.
Um, we did Hawaii. I went to South Dakota. Like just random
Oof.
places.
Right. That's
So
where I just came from too. I just came from
yeah.
well, I was in Marshall, Minnesota, which is actually about
Mhm.
90 minutes from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah,
That's why I some sports reporting out there. So
that's where
now
we
I'm up here
were.
in upstate doing that. So yes, I
Yeah.
totally understand. But it leads into a great question, Sophia, and that is about work life and mental health, work life balance and mental health. Now, I've been in this industry for about 8 years. I've worked in different publications in different states, different cities, but I've also been doing freelance. I've seen a lot of reporters leave this industry because their mental health wasn't right. I've seen a lot of reporters leave this industry because their work life balance is just not right. Um, I want to know, as an owner of a restaurant, which you have to devote as such and such time to and be able to devote your time to that. As a
Yeah.
ring girl with traveling schedule, gym schedule, you got to have discipline on that. And also, you got to devote time to that. But you're also engaged and had a
Hmm.
boyfriend before, but soon to be husband. You got
Yeah.
family, you got friends, you got a lot of stuff. Plus, you need some Sophia time to yourself. How do
Hmm.
you balance all of that with work life balance, but also still keep your mental health strong? Because you just talked about it. You said it's definitely hard for you when Bellator sold and you pretty
Yeah.
much was out of a job.
Yeah. Um, like don't get me wrong, I'm always working on my mental health, like always. So I'm 33 years old now. I've been doing the MMA thing and working for years. You know what I mean? This is nothing new. And I feel like as I got older, like my mental space got more mature and I know how to handle things a lot more now. But like my 2 days off where like my fiance's working and stuff is Monday, Tuesday. Like I take that time and I shut it down. Like I journal, I read books, I listen to motivated podcasts. I always clean the house because that helps me, but I'll go sit at the beach with a hoodie on. Like I just do things to help myself. I
Hmm.
know I want to reach goals and I know there's a lot of things, but if your head is not there, it's tough. And I feel like once Bellator sold my head, I like lost it a little bit. Like what I want, where the spark is. So honestly, I'm still working on it. Like I said, I don't have a home right now where I want to be and what I'm doing, but I don't
Hmm.
want to give up. I've never given up. You know what I mean? I'm not a
That,
person to give up. So even like when you asked me to do this podcast, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know I was like relevant anymore. Like,
mhm.
you know what I mean? So it did mean a lot. And I was like, I do have a story. There is something there. And I always have to remember that and tell myself. And it's always good to talk to people that like lift you up and like what you like. And you know what I mean? So
Absolutely. Yes,
I'm
I
always
do.
working on myself.
And it's a question worth asking, but it's also a question that you're never going to have a 100% answer to because we're always working on ourselves, right? We're always trying to improve ourselves and be better versions of ourselves. We're never going to have it down again 100%, but it's good to know that people deal with it in different ways, right?
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
me, no brainer. It was a no brainer to ask you to be on here because of what you have done, what you're doing, the fact that you did bartend, the fact that I did see that your family or you were part of ownership as far as a restaurant goes, modeling as well. You're doing different things. So
Yeah.
I wanted to inquire about that because there's people out there that definitely want to get into modeling. There's people out there that want to get into the ring girl type of
Yeah.
business. They want to do it. So why not hear it from somebody who's done it? So I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Right.
And for those people too, like I would start off with like the local fights. I forgot to add that before, but that's how I started. I started with the local fights, like the smaller companies, but like the companies that will bring you need all that. You need it for your resume. You need pictures of you in the ring. You need all those things. So if I could give advice to girls now that want to do it, I would start doing all your local boxing and MMA fights around the town, go to those gyms, be part of like I did a lot of kickboxing in my day at the gym, like things like that. So I would start with local fights to get you to the big, the bigger leagues. So for sure.
Okay, I like that. I
Hmm.
like it. Now, speaking of advice, what is some advice you would give someone that wants to, have a modeling career or wants to, be in the sports some kind of way? Maybe not as a ring girl, but just maybe as somebody who just wants to be around MMA, maybe in a production type of sense, social media type sense, or wants to pursue a modeling career. 'Cause like you said, you modeled for the casino, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other people that ask you to do ads too, because obviously
Hmm.
you have that modeling kind of look. There's no
Hmm.
question about that. So tell me, what kind of advice would you give those individuals?
You got to put yourself out there. You got to throw yourself out there. I mean, no
Mm,
one's going to do the work but you. And you hear these things on podcasts and all that all the time, but it's the truth. Like, you got to throw yourself out there. You got to talk to people that are in the industry. You got to do the photos. You gotta, I was booking like modeling photo shoots like every week before I got into Bellator, and I was paying for them. You know,
mm, okay.
so I was paying for my photos. I was paying for my photo shoots, and then as soon as I hit Bellator, they're like, "Oh, I want to see your social media." Well, thank God I had all the photos of me professionally done and all the pictures because they asked for social media right away. And then I was hitting up everybody that like was in the industry in the gyms, like I said, people who even worked at the casinos that were carrying the fights at Mohegan Sun and all that. Like I was talking to the workers over there, seeing if they knew anyone. You gotta push. You gotta push. I'm still
That
pushing.
you are grinding, girl. There's no question
Yeah.
about and I respect it. I respect it a
Hmm.
hell of a lot, no question. And that's one of the reasons that attracted me to you that wanted to interview. Because you do have some professional photo shots. That's like,
Hmm.
okay, wow, this is not only somebody that kind of works hard, but plays hard too. No pun intended. But
Hmm.
still, just be able to do your thing, right, and do
Yeah.
multiple things, but have those shots that you're talking about, and be able to do what you love as well. So I love the fact that you said that. I really do. But it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard as well because there's some people
Everything's
don't
hard.
right, everything's hard, right? But some people
Yeah.
don't have to get out the car and initiate. And that's what you're pretty much saying. You're pretty much saying you got to initiate, you got to talk to people, you got to go up to people.
Yeah.
And that's the first
Yeah.
step.
It's like, what do you want? You know what I mean? You got to figure out, what do you want? What do you want?
Mhm.
You like journalism, you like sports, like that's your thing. You got to work. Like you don't know how many young boys I met that want started the journaling thing, and I'm actually like really good friends with them all now. Like, and now they're doing so well. Like they're huge. They're young kids that went to college and learned journalism, and now they're in the UFC following them. And like they didn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. It's the real thing. You got to know what
It,
you want.
I
So
also I also love the fact of what you said about your mental health and maturity because
yeah,
I'm also in my 30s as well, and I feel like and maybe you agree to disagree with me, but I feel like as you get older, life kind of slows down, and it slows down for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
um you get more of a realistic kind of mindset of things that you want to do, things that you can do. You don't get sped up. I think early on in life you kind of get sped up because you're always go 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 go, and your mind is going 1,000 different ways, and you're going 100 miles per hour all the time. But as you get older, I feel like you do slow down. You start making some
Yeah.
very mature decisions, and then you easily eliminate noise
Hmm.
and stuff that you don't need in your life. Would you say that that is accurate?
Yeah, and there's so many speed bumps like with your journeys. Like I've had so many speed bumps. It's
Mhm.
not even funny. The inner strength I've never knew that I've had, like just happens. Yeah, yeah, you don't care in your 30s, Like so I work with like a lot of younger girls. Like the ring girls
Okay,
are usually they're 24, 23, 25, whatever. I was
sure.
that at one point, but now I'm like a 30-year-old ring girl. So
Right.
like things that they might care about, I don't give a shit about. Like I am never competitive. I'm not ever gonna compete with you. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm prettier. I'm just that's not where my head's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it's like I'm just doing something I love to do. This is my life, and I really like this sport. I've been doing it for years, and I'm happy to be part of it with everyone else that loves it. That's where my mental space is. Where younger girls, they're like, oh, is she prettier than me? And I just like I don't even have that kind of energy. You know what I mean? And it's
Yep.
not. It's good to live. a carefree life. Like when I was younger, I always cared what people thought and this and that, and that's why I didn't do sports in high school and all that. And
Mhm.
now it's just like I don't care about any of that stuff. This is my journey. Like you know, you want to be part of it, good. If you don't, you don't. You know, I'm too busy. Like, um, and I didn't have it easy with Bellator either. You know, you've probably seen on my social media, my fiance was battling cancer the whole time
Yep.
that I was on the road. You know what I
Yep.
mean? He was doing the chemo thing. The first night I even had a show traveling LA, the next day I took a red eye because he had surgery on his liver. Like it was just like my whole Bellator journey. I dealt with that, but I didn't care. Like I was pushing because this is what I wanted. So I made it work and I made my home life work and I took care of him when I was there and yeah, it was a lot, you know, but I made
Mhm.
it out. And now he's
Mm.
doing great. So I'm ready to get back on the road.
Right, right, and
Like we're good now. It's my turn.
I was going to mention that because I did do some research on that,
Yeah.
and glad that you said that because
Yeah.
that could have been easy to try to continue to work and try to kind of balance that. Because emotionally, it definitely
Mhm.
couldn't have been easy to focus
Hell
on trying
no.
to get your job to the best of your abilities while
Oh
you have someone
God.
that you love going through what he was going through at that time. I
Yeah.
know it was. Um,
I
I
was
want to
almost
ask.
mad about it in the beginning because I was like, God damn, I just did all this hard ass work to
Right.
get to where I wanted to be, and now I'm here, and God, it is hard as shit because what I have going on at home, and I just somehow I just was like this. I showed up on the airplane. I was there. I went to every single show I was booked at, and then I would just honestly like they knew, and I just said, listen, as soon as the fight's over, red eye, I gotta go home. You know what I mean? And I was so supported.
You was making it work, and you had
Made it
listen.
work.
I understand you had to have tunnel vision to get the job
Yeah.
done that you was doing, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you still didn't forget what the main priority is. Because I know what you love, what you're doing, but it's
Yeah.
also who you love, right? So
Hmm.
at the end of the day, you made that shit work, and
I made that shit work.
I commend you on that. I really do. I really respect you on that, and I'm so happy to hear that he's doing better as well.
Yeah.
That's in to hear, no question.
And he got to make it to two, like he never ever got to go to any of my shows that I mean Mohegan he went to, but because he was so sick and he couldn't go on an airplane. But as soon as he finished, Bellator had two more shows. We had Chicago, and then I got to go to San Diego for PFL Bellator, and he got to
Yeah,
come with me, and everyone was like so pumped to like see him make it. So it was like such a family there. I miss that.
that's what's up. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your favorite place that you went to, as far as event wise? What is your favorite arena that you went to?
Oh, the Kia Forum in LA. That was wild.
Mm, mm.
That's where they did the Tom Brady roast. I worked there.
Absolutely.
That was
I'm
fun.
very familiar with that place. Very familiar with that. That's also a
Yeah.
place where they've done a lot of ESPY awards. If
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah, it's
mistaken.
big.
Yes, no question. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. I wanna ask you this question before I get into my interactive game, which is called This or That. And this
Okay.
question is about it's called Bucket List.
Mhm.
I want you to name a top four bucket list of events or shows that you would like to do in your career that you haven't done yet.
UFC.
Mm, okay,
UFC. MMA girl, man. UFC. That's like the top. You can't go higher than that. And
okay,
I went to the MMA awards and I like got to meet a lot of the fighters and see Dana White and stuff and I was like, "Oh, this is like this is fun." It was a good time. So UFC, I still that's a bucket list for sure, only because I've been in the MMA game for so long and they're like number one.
okay.
Um I would love to go back to some boxing. I started at boxing.
Yeah,
So I mean
absolutely.
I would do the fight coming up. Like boxing was where I started, so I would definitely love to do boxing again.
Okay.
I still want to continue with the bare knuckle because I've only been doing it here and there, and I do love like they're the nicest people too, and I really like their company too. So and it's fun. It's really it's different, very different. And then
Hmm.
I would like to get a sports agent, like an agent to represent me for sports modeling. I would like to do like more branding with gym clothes and like modeling for stuff like that too.
Now
So that's
that's where I
on the
was
list.
gonna go. I was gonna go
Yeah,
with the modeling stuff because I think you would
yeah.
be terrific in that.
Yeah, and I've been working out so hard. I would love to walk in like Miami Swim Week or something like that because my body's ready. So I would love to do that too. So I'm like, these are the goals right now that I'm like, all right, let's start pushing.
Sure. No, I'm with you on that. Listen, I'm not going to
Yeah.
disagree with the damn thing you just said. I'm not going to disagree with that. There's no question about that. You do your thing, okay? The reason
Yeah.
why bucket list is because I want you to speak this shit into existence,
Right?
okay? That's what I want you.
Manifest.
Manifested. That's right.
Yeah.
And I ask everybody on my podcast to be able to do that because if to me, life is about having goals. And
Yeah.
once you reach a goal, it's having another goal. And if you don't have something that you're striving for, then what the
Hmm.
hell is the point of living? That's just my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
So that's the way I live. I live my life like that. Now, my particular goals are sports related goals. I would love
Yeah.
to do an NBA finals. I would love to do the Olympics. I would love to do a college football playoff game or March Madness, which I believe
Yeah.
I'm to check off the box this next year because March Madness is in Buffalo next year, which is very close to me.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then the last one I would like to do, I would like to do a boxing or UFC fight. I would like to cover that for
Yeah, you
sure.
would love it. It would be so fun.
No
Hopefully
question.
we're there together.
That would be amazing. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. I've seen two in Atlanta. I've seen them as a fan. Luke Rockhold was one of his
Hmm.
fights. I saw
Hmm.
him fight in Atlanta, Georgia, because they sometimes have UFC fights out there. But I would love to see one in Vegas. Obviously, Vegas
Oh,
is the
yeah.
cream of the. And I
Of
go
course.
there every year. I go there every year to do NBA Summer League,
Oh, you
and
gotta go. Yeah.
so why not go to Vegas for a UFC fight for sure? So
Right.
yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And yeah, and I could tell you some of the good fighters because I know a few that were in Bellator that went over there and they're really good. Like MVP, don't sleep on him. He's really good. Like I can tell you all about some of them because I've seen them fight. You know what I mean? I was there
Mm-hmm.
live, face to face, watching it. So it's fun.
Hmm.
It's
So,
fun.
what sport would you say that you could play or participate in that you would dominate in? What sport do you think you would do very well
Oh, I would fight. I would fight.
in?
Cause
Okay.
when I get you, it's just more I gotta learn a couple things. So when I did kickboxing, like my coach was like, "Man, you hit so hard," but the problem is I get gassed really quick because it's hard as shit. So
Yeah.
if I were to train, oh, I would definitely fight. I'm not afraid. I would fight.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I would just have
Please
to.
remind me to keep you smiling at all times. I don't need my
Yeah,
ass whipped. I just don't. That's for sure. That's for
yeah.
sure. What sport would you say that you would absolutely suck in?
Probably. Fuck, I'd probably suck at all of them. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know though, because when I played basketball when I was in middle school, high school, I was making scores. So and then me and my fiance go to the batting cages. And I'm whipping the shit out of those balls. So and I played lacrosse. Lacrosse. I'm learning volleyball right now, but I probably would suck at maybe football. I don't
Oh,
know.
well, yeah. I mean,
Like I don't know. Basketball maybe as I'm old now. I have no idea. I gotta
okay.
try to see.
Now, listen. From what I've seen on the videos, you look like you got some size to you. Like, you're about what, 5'7", 5'8"?
No, I'm 5'5".
Wow. Oh,
I
okay.
I know. I know.
Oh,
I'm not too tall. I'm 5'5". But in
well,
heels, I'm
that's okay.
tall.
That's all. Listen, I'm not super tall either. I'm only 6 feet, so I'm not super
Yeah,
tall.
I'm not tall.
Right.
So,
So not super tall, but at the same
yeah.
time, I do tower over 5'5". So yes, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
not too tall. But
Okay.
taller than some, a lot of people are still 5 foot at my age, like the girls, so I am a little taller.
Very true. Very true. Okay, I
Yeah.
can. Well, listen, we have gotten to the portion of the podcast that we're going to do my
Yeah.
interactive game, which is called This or That. So it's a game I like to play with all of my guests here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. And Sophia, it's really simple. I'm going to throw some things at you, and you get to choose this or that. So I'm going to ask you, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Now, to these two restaurants, if you had to choose one to eat at, which one would you eat at? Five Guys or In and Out?
In and out.
Girl, we gonna be
Down with
besties.
that West Coast shit.
You on point like you on point like a period. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
on
I'm
point like
down
a
with the
period.
West Coast.
I like it. Okay, we starting off pretty good. When it comes to chicken wings, which flavor are you putting on the chicken wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Lemon pepper. I need
Okay.
a little spice.
Okay. Now, do you like your wings wet or dry?
Both, but let's just do wet because I like sauce.
Okay. Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
Bone in.
So you like to get messy with it.
I sell it at the restaurant, bone in, and everyone loves it. I think they're so good.
Okay, girl, right now you are on point right now. Let's see if we can keep this shit
Yeah.
going. Love it. You're on point right now. Now, these next 5 questions, Sophia, are questions of concerts you rather go to. Okay, so here
Okay.
we go. Which concert would you rather attend? Would you rather go see Rihanna or Beyonce?
What was it?
Rihanna or Beyonce?
Oh shit, they're so good. I gotta go with Beyonce because that girl can dance like hell. Beyonce.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I know that was a tough one, but they're only going to get tougher. Okay, so I'm just
Oh,
letting you know.
okay.
Which concert would you rather go see? Chris Brown or Usher?
Chris Brown. I grew up with Chris Brown's music.
Okay, I'm
Chris
with you on
Brown.
that.
I want to go right now to the tour that's happening. Chris Brown.
That 11-11 tour, I'm gonna tell you,
Oh,
I don't really go
shit.
to a lot. I don't really go to a lot of R&B type of guys, but both of those
Yeah.
guys, seen them in
Oh,
tour. They're pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty good,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Chris Brown for me.
Okay. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Pink or Dua Lipa?
Pink. I like the old school shit. Pink.
Okay. I'm totally with you on that. I love So What.
I don't
So
know new music.
she has a solid song called Trust Fall. Have you ever heard that? Trust Fall?
No. No. I'm gonna have to listen.
Yes, that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see J. Cole or Lil Wayne?
J. Cole. I fuck with J. Cole and I fuck with Nas and all that. Like I like all that old school. And J. Cole reminds me of that, like, cause he's such a fan. I'm a J. Cole fan.
Girl, where in the hell have you been? I mean, are we
I'm here in New
like,
York. Like I like Wu Tang, LL Cool J. That's my shit. Nas, Mob
no,
Deep.
like, man, you are like it. I'm just saying, like your
I don't
friends.
like that new Little Wayne. Okay, yeah, he had like a. We grew up on his album because I am a little younger. But no, I'm putting Illmatic on before I put on Little Wayne. So
Yeah, Illmatic. Yeah,
mhm.
Illmatic was nice, no doubt,
And
no
J
doubt.
Cole, I like J Cole.
Absolutely. Okay, last of the music. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see The Weeknd or Post Malone?
The Weekend, more of a Weekend fan. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Post Malone, but I know more of the Weekend's music.
Oh yeah,
So
there's no question. No question. I'm with you on that. I got a
yeah,
bonus one, bonus one here. Which music concert would you rather go see? Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
I know more Drake's music, so probably Drake. I
Okay.
know, but Kendrick Lamar got a few bangers though, and
He got a lot of.
we put it on the stereo here, but I just
Mhm.
know more Drake because like working in the nightclubs, I worked in the club for years. It was always like Drake playing. So
Okay, I can
yeah,
respect that. I like Drizzy
yeah,
too. I like Drizzy too.
yeah.
Which sport would you rather watch on TV out of these two sports?
Mhm.
Basketball or hockey?
Oh damn, they're both. I like the hockey because I like watching them fight each other. But basketball, we have some good teams too. So I'll say basketball because it's more a thing here in the East
Okay,
Coast.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm rocking with you now.
my
Which
family
sport?
love the Knicks, so
Ooh, shout
they
out to
love.
them too. Shout out
Yeah,
to them. Madison Square Garden is definitely on my bucket list. I've never
yeah,
been. I want to go. That's for sure. So I'm definitely gonna make it happen for sure.
yes.
Which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Oh, what the hell's Batman bowling? I don't know. Batman. What? What is that? No, bowling. I opened a bowling bar at the casino, so I was around the damn bowling for so long. I opened High Rollers. It's a bowling alley at Foxwoods, but it has like a
Can
really nice
can you
bar.
bowl? Are you a good bowler?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I might break a nail though, but I'm not bad.
Okay. All right. So hold on. So are we saying that you need the bumpers though?
No, I don't need the sides. No, I don't need the bumpers.
Okay. I'm just
No.
I got to check these things out. You know what I'm saying, Sophia? Because I bowl. I puts it down. To be
I
honest
like
with
the
you.
bowling. It's fun.
Okay. I'm with
It's a
you.
good
All right.
time.
All right. Say less. Um, so now I want to ask you: do you like desserts?
Yeah, I eat sweets. I like desserts.
All right. All right. Here we
I'm
go.
not eating it like every day, but I like sweets.
Right. Right. I totally understand that. I'm gonna name four categories of
Okay.
dessert. You have to choose one of these that you'll never eat again. So here we go. Rock with me. The first one is cookies. The second one is candy. The third one is ice cream. The last one is grouped together. Cake slash pies. Which one are you getting rid of?
Cake and pies. I don't need it. I don't really eat pie.
Okay. Now what
I'll eat a cookie.
ooh, okay, I'm with you on that. Now what's your favorite
Yeah.
cookie?
Oh, I just like the original like chocolate chip. Like I don't need to be crazy. I don't know. We sell it at the restaurant and it's like right at the register. I'm always opening a damn cookie, like their chocolate chip, and I'm eating it during my shift to get by. So I'm just going with the OG, the chocolate chip.
I feel you. I feel you on that, girl. I feel you on that. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. That's what's up. Now, do you like potato chips?
Yeah.
Okay, same format.
I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
name four brands. You got to choose one
Okay.
of these to get rid of. Okay, so here we go. The first brand is Lay's. The next brand is Doritos. The next brand is Pringles. The last brand is Ruffles. Which one are you getting rid of?
Pringles. I don't really like Pringles. I don't
Oh,
really eat
girl.
them.
Oh my goodness. I would have said the same damn thing. Now
I
what?
don't really
Now,
eat them.
you don't have to pick between the other three now. But what is your favorite potato chip?
I just like do like the regular Lay's, or I like who the hell's the brand that has like the black pepper honestly I don't even
Black.
know the damn brands. It's like some of their black cracked pepper on them. They might be Deep River chips or something like that. I don't know. We have it down here and it's like a regular chip with tons of black pepper on it. It's really good.
It ain't like
So,
a chip, is it?
what is it?
Like a kettle chip? It ain't like a kettle chip, is it?
God damn, it might be a kettle chip. I like the kettle chips. We sell them and they sell like hell. We got the big bags and they sell, I'm telling you. The barbecue, the regular, the salt and vinegar.
I mean, you've been absolutely lovely, talented,
He
beautiful.
said not the kettle
Entire
chips.
this entire interview, yo, you've been really cool, and then it just went all the shit.
I
And when you
had to.
this, yo, it really did. I was like, man, but you know what? It just proves that you're not perfect. That's all it says.
We're
That's all
not
it says.
perfect. Yeah,
We're
exactly.
not. No. But listen, that means that I'm gonna leave more kettle chips for you on the shelf. That's what it means.
Exactly. I'm gonna eat that shit. Don't worry.
I know you will, girl, with pride. I know you will. So that's cool. I'm with you on that. Very good on this or that. They're very good. Now,
Same.
I want to ask you this next question and this advice. What is
Yeah.
some advice that someone has gave you that you hold on dearly to?
That someone gave to me, you said?
Yes.
Um Actually the other day, a pro baseball player came into my restaurant from my area and
Wow.
he played for Mets, Red Sox, all that. Raja Davis, he went to New London High School like I did, and he came in and my mom has like all my MMA photos in the restaurant. As soon as you walk in by the takeout area, and he was like, "Is that you?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah." We were talking a little bit, and I said, "I'm trying to figure it out," and he's like, "Don't stop." He's like, "Don't stop. You push it." And this is coming from. someone that made it with the baseball. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, he was just like, "Don't stop, keep pushing," and that's what everyone tells me. Bert always told me too. Bert Watson was like, You can do this. This is your thing. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep pushing." So I'm gonna keep pushing.
I love it. I love it. Yes,
Yeah.
I very familiar with that name, Rajah Davis. No question
Yeah, he's
about.
from New London. We all went to the high school. Jordan Reed went to our high school. He was in the Redskins, and um, my fiance made it far with the college football at Stony Brook. So like we all like came from a school that made it with the sports. You know what I mean? So I love New London. Like I rep New London. I rep New London where I'm from, Connecticut. And I made it pretty well with the MMA shit. We got fighters here that made it very well, very far that I've worked with. So New London comes from a lot of sports, so it's a good town. I
Absolutely.
rep it.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Yeah.
No. Now, I want to get you out of here on some rapid fire questions,
Okay.
right? And what that is basically the first thing that comes to your mind. I want you to shout it out with glee. Okay, so um, here we go. Let's get ready to
Okay.
rock. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Juice or soda?
Juice.
Chicken or ribs?
Chicken.
Favorite color?
Favorite color?
Mm.
I like nudes, like beige, tan. Like I like simple colors, tan.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Listen,
Yeah. Neutral.
I
Neutral colors.
I love it too. I love it too. I ain't gonna deny that. Okay,
Yeah.
favorite TV show or Netflix series?
Oh, I mean, I be watching the trash, like the Housewives. Housewives of Atlanta, love that damn show. Like the Housewives. I like Bravo.
Yeah, damn. Oh,
My fiance hates it, but I don't care. I
yeah.
like my guilty pleasure. I like the Bravo, Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, Love Island. I watched all that shit. So
They need
sorry,
to put
reality.
they need to put you on there, Sophia. They need to put you on that one
They
of them
need to come
shows.
to Connecticut. So
Straight up, because I think you would be perfect for that shit. I really
right,
do.
me too.
I'm with your fiance though. I cannot stand half of that
You
shit.
can. Yeah.
Although Love Island is okay, but that housewife shit, nah, I can't stand that.
Yeah, but
Nah.
he talks shit, and then he'll be like, he knows everything that's going on. He's like, oh well, because it's on. He knows their names. What happened to this person? Blah blah. But it's whatever. Please, we
Okay.
watch
Okay.
reality.
So, so he might be a closet person, is what you saying? He might
He's
be a
saying
closet.
because I have it on, and he has no choice. That's what he
Right.
says.
Right. Okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
got.
right.
I got. All right. Um. Favorite sandwich.
Like we have grinders here. People call them hoagies or subs, but we have grinders. So I'm always making myself like an Italian combo grinder,
Okay.
toasted.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Favorite board game. Favorite board game.
Shit, I didn't really play board games. I played like Candyland when I was little and like checkers and Monopoly, I guess. I don't know. I don't play that shit.
Okay. I feel that. That.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite card game.
Card?
Hmm.
I like blackjack. I like blackjack. That I'll be playing that when I go to the casino.
Blackjack is solid. Okay. Favorite
Solid.
alcoholic drink.
I like a dirty martini or like a hot and dirty martini with olive juice and spice. So I like a good dirty martini.
Okay. I ain't know a dirty martini could be hot.
Yeah, they add a little Tabasco, shake the shit out of it, and strain it into a martini glass. I was a bartender for 10 years, so I know all the recipes.
I
Hot
know
dirt.
I know good and damn well being around you gonna be a good time. I could just
Yeah.
tell it's fun. It's gonna be fun.
You need a margarita? I'll make that shit for you. Don't worry. I know all those tricks with the margaritas.
I bet you do, and you better point me to the bathroom next, because that's probably where
Yeah.
I'm after I drink something like that.
Tequila's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Okay. Favorite, I would say, favorite sport that you like to watch on TV. Favorite sport outside of MMA.
Outside MMA? Okay. Well, football, we always have it on, especially in the season now. We always have
Okay,
football on the TV.
got. Okay. If you had a choice to bring three people with you on vacation, who would those three people be and where would you go? Now, Sophia, before you choose, you can choose family, friends, or celebrities. So three plus one equaling four.
Oh, celebrities? What? I don't know. Who would I go on vacation with?
Yeah, you could be
Um,
family or celebrities, either one.
well, I'm definitely bringing my fiance. That's one because we go everywhere together.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I gotta ask him who he think would be sick to go on vacation with. I would say like, uh,
What
just
about
into the
some
industry.
girlfriends? You got some
Huh?
girlfriends you would bring? Some girlfriends?
I would bring my sister-in-law because she is fun as shit, and her husband. I love my sister-in-law. She's so fun.
There you go. See, okay, and where would y'all
Yeah.
go?
I want to bring them to Greece, so we're gonna try and go next summer with the family. Like I know that his parents want to go, so I really want to go to Greece with them.
Yeah, I'm actually prepping to go next summer myself on a
Same.
cruise. Uh
Yeah.
to Greece next summer. Talking with the same person I told you before, a friend of mine. They are doing it annually. They did it last year in June. I think they're going to do it in
Mhm.
July of next year. But they did it in June this past year, and they went to Greece and like for a week. It was a week long cruise. So yeah, I'm definitely prepping for that for sure. No
Yeah, it's
question.
so fun. Mhm.
Hmm. If you had a choice to listen to three artists or three songs on repeat and never get tired of them, who would those three artists or three songs be?
See, I like so much stuff. Like I go from putting like house music, like Calvin Harris radio, to Mob
Mhm.
Deep radio, to I listen to Greek music too. Honestly, I listen to a lot of Greek music. It's part of
Mhm.
me. I booked the Greek band for the wedding, like so I go from like Greek music to like house music to like old school hip hop. So I'm all over the
Okay.
place with that. Yeah.
Okay. So can we say Calvin Harris, Mob Deep, and then maybe what's a Greek artist that you love?
I I like Notis Stefanakis. He's a Greek guy. He's really good. I don't know,
Okay.
there's so many of them.
Okay, we'll roll with that.
Yeah.
We'll roll with that. Now, if someone came up to you and said, Sophia, you do such an amazing job as a ring girl in sports, and you've been amazing all along. But you're gonna have to choose one of these brands to stay at, and you're gonna have to stay at that particular brand for the rest of your career. Which of the four would you choose? Bellator,
Ugh.
PFL, Bare Knuckles, or UFC?
That's hard as hell. If Bellator was still here, obviously I would still be with them because that's like they took me in, they believed in me, like they loved me, they gave me a chance. So I would rock it out with Bellator. But if like they said like move on and all that, I would go to the UFC. Like I don't know because you always want to like see where you can go in your career and what's best for you. But like Bellator was best for me at the time. But it closed obviously, so there's obviously another chapter that's waiting for me is how I feel. When one closes, another door opens. So I would do Bellator, but it's not there, so I would do UFC. I like MMA, that's my thing.
Okay, I'm with you on that. And listen,
Yeah.
this is the last one for the rapid fire. If they came to you and they said, "Listen, you got to choose one of these careers to just do for the rest of your life," right? You're
Mhm.
a restaurant owner. So, would you be a restaurant owner? Would you be a model, or would you be a ring girl? Which of the one would you choose that you only could do that one for the rest of your career?
Um Probably modeling because with age I can still do things with it. You can't be a ring girl. I mean, forever. I mean, you could go as far as you can, and there's girls that have, and
Mhm.
but modeling, it's so open now with brands. You could be any age, really. You know what I mean? So maybe modeling.
Well, listen, you certainly don't look 33. I wouldn't have said that
Thanks.
if you hadn't have said that. Now
Yeah.
you do look mature. Don't get me wrong. You do look mature. So I probably would have said, to be honest with you, 28, 28,
Yeah.
29. I would have
Yeah.
said. For sure. But you didn't look 33. But that's amazing that you do. That's a testament to your hard work in the gym, testament to you
Yeah.
keeping your healthy looking everything. So I really do appreciate that. And I've also appreciated this conversation. This conversation has been absolutely dope. Learning
Me
about your
too.
background, growing up in Connecticut, being a ring girl, modeling, not only that, but doing bare knuckles, Bellator, MMA, CES. I mean, doing all different kinds of stuff, but you gave great advice. You also got great advice, and you gave some pretty great answers too, except the kettle chips. Yeah, fuck them kettle chips. But other than that, everything else, everything else was absolutely on point. It was on fleek,
Thank
and
you.
I really enjoyed talking to you, Sophia. And my final question to you is there anything else you would like to add about your job, your goals, your aspirations, or anything at all before we conclude?
Yeah, I mean, stay tuned. You might see me on TV soon.
I
Just
hope
running.
so. I hope so, because you
Don't
got a
give up
face
on
for
me.
don't give up. You got a face
Yeah.
for TV, and you deserve to be on TV as hard as you work. You're an
Thank
amazing,
you.
amazing woman, and I'm sure I'm not breaking news
Appreciate
by saying that because a lot of people
it.
say that. Sure.
Oh, thank
Um,
you. Appreciate it.
I want you to enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and the rest of
You
your week.
too.
You and I will most certainly be in touch.
Yes, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
No doubt. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.